Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm out under a gray sky today. It is ominous and gray. I cannot find our Sun Lord anywhere. But what I did find is something that will, well, kind of warm your hearts a little bit. Do you remember, for those of you who follow my channel, this tree, I see it all the time. Well, it's now been shorn up so it'll bloom for the summer. Poor thing, it must feel embarrassed. Can you imagine being a tree and having all your foliage stripped away and down to bare form? This poor little tree goes through it every year. But I tell you, in just a few weeks, it's going to be beautiful. But you know, in the tree kingdom, it must be a little bit of like people like those big trees over there looking at that go, ha, you look like a little stubby, you know, this little nothing. So, but this tree will come back. Anyways, well, I think it's time for lunch today. I've been having a crazy busy morning. I'm getting literally hundreds of letters, calls, requests. Thank you to all of you writing. I'm trying to do the best I can get back to you. I may have to hire another person to manage stuff because it's getting more than Psychic Bob can do in a day. But we're getting back to you as quick as we can, okay? I'm walking here outside of the greenhouse. This is a very posh condo building that's in my neighborhood. I've been trying to get in here for years. When I was buying my condos, these places sold out within 5 minutes. It's my dream to live in this building because it's very upscale, very nice. But anyways, I'm looking at it. I'd also like to live here because I hear there's a lot of spirit activity. I think that would be exciting. Anyways, I'm walking by the greenhouse though today because we've had a lot of rain here and the sidewalks are flooded out. So walking through their parking lot saves me from literally wading through tons of water. Our sidewalks in our area, if you can see, I don't know if you can see here, it's hard to see here, but they're all further up the way, they're flooded out. Can't see it here, but I cut through this lot because it's a lot easier for me. Anyways, I got Louie with me today. He's out traveling. He said he doesn't mind the rain, so that's good. Let's hope it holds off. I didn't bring my umbrella. I kind of have a feeling, you know, I have a good sense about that, like I don't need to bring it. We'll see if I'm right. Let's go out along. And here I'm coming up upon another example of our sidewalks. For some reason, our sidewalks flood out. Can you see how much water this is? That's about 3 or 4 inches deep. So I have to cut through the grass, which is also so drenched, it's a disaster. It's like sopping wet. But if you go in that, you're going to be over your ankles in water. Anyways, just part of city life, I suppose. Anyways, let's move on along. I don't see our Sun Lord. He should be up about right there. I'm not seeing him anywhere. I miss our Sun Lord. Well, we know he's still around, even though we don't see him. But it's great to see his rays and connect with him more directly. But he might emerge. You know, Tubies, it's not too cold today. I don't even have to wear my scarf and my jacket's unzipped. Of course, you know, my mother would say, zip up your jacket, you'll get you cold. Anyways, I'm taking the chance. I'm here at the footbridge now for my buddy Gav. Here we are at the footbridge. It's a rainy British day. We'll go down here and see how the water's looking. You can tell it's been storming. It's elevated. The water levels are up. Right now it's kind of calm. It's just a light sprinkle out here, not too much. But boy, we're deep in the gray. I think it's going to be one of these days where it stays rainy all day long. But that's okay. Into every life, some rain must fall. And I tell you, come summer, we'll be thankful for these rains. And it's really not too cold out here, so I'm not minding any of it. I like rainy days, actually. It's a great day to have a cup of tea and curl up with a book. Anyways, the problem is, I've got too much work to sit back and relax today. So I'm just having a lunch break in between readings and meetings and schedulings. I'm just glad you guys are here with me. So come on along. I tell you, that water is rushing through those low rapids. And you can see it swirling down on the river. The water is moving today. Ooh, girl, look out. And we're out walking in the rain. Little sprinkle. Anyways, let's hope it holds off till I get to where I'm going. Second, I've been working all morning. I gotta have a lunch break. And I thought, well, this day is totally full for me. So the only time I have to spend with you is at lunchtime today. Normally on Vlog Thursday, we would go out shopping or go someplace. The truth is, Second Bob is just maxed out today. And I'm not complaining. I'm thankful for all you've been calling for readings, but it does kind of limit my time, what I can do outside of that sometimes. So this is one of those days where Second Bob is going to just probably have a short vlog today, but it's still cool just to spend some time with you guys. You know, I always say it, and it's true. You know, when you get out and walk, you attune to the earth. Do you notice up in that tree there's a squirrel nest? Way up in there. Can you see it? There's a see in the middle of the screen. It's a squirrel nest. Most people walk by and never even notice it. But those of us who study Wicca, and I have to pay a visit today to the tree with the big eye, the all-seeing eye tree. If you look in the middle of your screen, you'll notice that this tree has an eye. It's a little hard to see today because the light's not so good. But do you see the big eye that's open? This tree is alert and watching, always on guard. Isn't that wonderful? See, the trees, when you have allies, when you make allies with the trees, they can be guardians for you. They can watch and observe and notice. I don't want to be on that big oak tree's bad side. I'd rather have it as my guardian than my enemy. Oh my gosh, we're coming up here to the water. This is the other rapids down here. We have rapids throughout the stream, but wow, look at this one today. Oh my gosh, talk about whitewater rapids. Let's go down a little closer and take a look. I don't think I'm going to go down there. It's too wet today, but we'll zoom in. Can you see all that water flowing? Look at that. Don't fall in, you'll get swept away. Now, you know, back in the winter, there were times when this would freeze over, be solid ice. With summer coming, the waters will be flowing even more. I like being attuned to the natural energy of the earth. You know, there are some religions on the earth that tell people that the earth is evil and they shouldn't care about the earth, and I just think that's wrong. I think the earth is a blessing from the divine. I think we are to honor the earth and find in it messages of truth for our lives. My thoughts. Do you remember a few days ago I filmed this area with the tree with the moss on it? Look how it looks in the wet now, and it's damp. That beautiful moss is still growing here on that tree. Remember what I told you last time, that green equals life. Wherever there's greenery, there's life. You know, some people would just tramp through this little Greenland, not giving a second thought to it. But the Wicca slow down and listen to the colors. The color schemes tell us so much. And so we should be aware, watching, listening, observing. Maybe we'll see a fae, or maybe we'll see a fascinating little bug or a creature that lives in this environment. Whatever we see, it will be fascinating. So green equals life. Remember that. Notice how this puddle of water has collected here? That supports life. The animals can drink from it. It's a little basin. Little bugs can swim across its surface. There are the down branches we talked about that could be wands. Well, today they're wet, but if we dried them out, we could have some beautiful wands. Absolutely amazing. So yes, green equals life. That's the equation you've got to remember. I'm outside Pier 1, and I think waiting to shop has been the right decision because the signs have switched. Entire store sale 30% to 50%. Last week it was 20% to 40%. Now it's 30% to 50%. So that's pretty good. I was walking by and I saw in here, do you see that beautiful green glass plates? Those look really cool. I might go look at those after lunch. I just have this thing. I love green glass. I just think it's great. So we might go in there and see if that's on sale. Oh wait, it says 30% off. Huh, I'll check the price. I'd like it better if it's 50% off. Well, let's go get something to eat. PsychicBob's hungry. Y'all wore me out, all these readings. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love to read. I read all day long, and I'm so thankful. So if you want to get on my schedule for reading, I think I'm already full through the weekend, but I'll be having some openings for next week. So the quickest way to reach PsychicBob is call me. I get hundreds and hundreds of emails. So if you call my office, it's easier to reach me. 703-825-3929 is the best way to catch me. So give me a call. Well, here we are at La Casa. I think we'll go in and see what they got today. Come on along. There's nobody in here. I'll get my pick of seats. We're going up the way here. This looks like a good one. Let's sit in here. Got bright light. I can read. I'm liking it. You know, today with the rainy day, I felt that I needed a little extra boost of sun energy since I can't see the sun god. So I wore this beautiful pentacle today that's inset with a carnelian. Can you see that? This is a really cool pendant. Some of you have seen it if you've been with my channel, but for new people who haven't seen it or missed it, this is one of my new pendants that I got. It's on a sterling silver chain, and what's really cool is it's a pentacle, the 5-pointed star, the witchcraft star, and inset with a carnelian. A carnelian is a wonderful gemstone because it attunes to sun energy and solar energy. It's also a stone of the goddess Isis. So since I'm a worshiper of Isis and the sun god, it's a great gem for me. But what's cool about this pendant is it's done in a convex style. Do you see how it's curved? I don't know if you can see it here, but if you go down on the side, it's domed. It's like a dome. And so the back side of it is the opposite, which is concave. Concave goes in where it's like a cave. So it's kind of neat because it's not a flat pinnacle. It's actually curved, kind of like a half of a sphere. And you know, when we cast our magic circles, we don't really just make a flat circle. We actually are forming a sphere magically of magic light. So this, you know, wearing this pendant, reminds me that when I cast the magic circle that I'm making a sphere. And so when we stand on the ground, the earth, we're under a dome actually. When you do a magic circle, you're actually in a dome. But underneath the earth is the other part of the dome. So you're actually in a giant sphere. And this pendant reminds me of that. So it's a great pendant to wear when I do rituals. I thought you'd enjoy seeing that. And it's done in silver, as I said, with a carnelian. So there you go. See, I'm wearing it here. And I love it. Oh my gosh, my lunch arrived. Look what I got today. It's a cold, rainy day, and I'm in a pizza mood. So I got a pepperoni and sausage pizza. Yum. Mmm. That rocks. Tubies, that was a great lunch. Now I'm sitting there sipping on my sweet southern iced tea. I'd like to take a nap, but PsychicBob got a lot of work to do today. You know, just when I don't need any more temptation, I got to show you what I got. The other day I was at Dunkin' Donuts. I know I shouldn't go there, but I did. And the guy says, oh, you should get our app. Get in on the perks. He said that if I get their app, that I'll qualify for free drinks, get exclusive offers, and get, it says check out faster when you order on the go. So I guess you can order online and pick up your orders. I said, oh no, I don't need this. And look, it's even designed so that you download the app at the Google Play Store, Apple Store, and you scan the little barcode and you're in the club. I don't think I'm going to do this because, you know, Psychic Bob loves Dunkin' Donuts, but I probably love it too much. So anyways, and I don't need to be buying more, but just what I'm telling you, temptation is always around the corner. Well, Tubies, that was a great lunch. We're going to go out here and see what's going on. I don't see our Sun Lord yet. Oh, wait. He might be trying to break through back there. Looks like a little bit of light. Come on, Sun Lord, come on out. We need you today. Well, there you go. It's nice and warm. It's gotten even a little warmer since earlier. I'm telling you. I'm loving it. Well, I'm outside Pier 1, but I think I'm going to be good. I'm tempted by the sales, but you know Psychic Bob's trying to be a minimalist these days, so I'm going to resist the urge to go and shop today and just stay focused on my spiritual work. So let's cruise on along. You know, Tubies, here's a available retail space here at the shopping center. It used to be a dry cleaners. I'm bummed they're gone because all the dry cleaners around me are gone now. I don't know where I'm going to get my clothes dry cleaned. But this is an open 1,370 square feet. I don't know if that's going to be big enough for what we want to do. It's kind of got strange build out with counters. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll look at this as a possibility. You know me, I'm always open to new locations and new places, and we might be able to set up a wonderful temple here. Well, we'll see. Anyways, I need to get on home. Yeah, our sky is still overcast, but it seems that the rain is holding off for now, which I'm glad about. But you know, it's days like this that remind me that spring is coming. You know, we've had Imbolc now, and Imbolc means the beginning of spring, even though it's still February and cold, but it's a sign, it's a hint, we're getting closer. New life will soon be emerging, and all the trees will be sprouting their buds. We'll probably see more moss growing. The earth will become even more lush and green. All of these trees will be filled with lush greenery soon, and it will be beautiful. So, sometimes February is the hardest month of the year because you get those little hints of spring coming and then a snowstorm comes and you go back and forth. And sometimes it seems like this month, even though funny to say it's the shortest month of the year, sometimes seems like the longest month of the year. Well, we're going to keep hope, keep our fingers crossed that it'll be smooth sailing from here on out till we get to spring. So let's say a prayer. Up on the hill is our 320-year-old, it's like 310 or 20-year-old tree. It's over 300 years. She's still standing tall. Every time a big storm comes, I always worry about this tree. She's still with us and still blessing us. Hail, great-grandmother tree, may you be richly blessed and live another 300 years in health and prosperity and peace. So mote it be. So mote it be. You know, as I look down the little river here, it reminds me that the rivers and the streams are the life currents, the blood flow of the ancient Earth Mother. So when we pollute the streams, we are polluting our very mother's bloodstream. Nobody would give poison to their mother, and yet we so poison the earth with toxins. It's so sad to me. This is why singing ancient pagan songs, I think, are so important, to help us be mindful. For example, there's the one that I love. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your call. Do you see? We give reverence to the earth, and therefore we give reverence to life. When we honor the earth, we save our own very lives in the process. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your call. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your call. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. I love walking this path lined with these old oak trees right here by the river. There's such peace here in this park. And you see, I think humans are meant to live in peace with the earth, and live in peace with each other. All of this war, all of this terrorism, all of this hatred, what's it all about? What's it all for? Man, I'd rather be a Wiccan and live it in peace. Oh, all right, Louie, we'll go there. Oh my gosh, she's pulling me along. Louie wanted to come visit the big rock today. There you are. All right, Mr. Rock, good morning, good afternoon. Louie wants to sit on you. Is that okay? He said yes. All right, Louie, there you can commune with Mr. Rock. I think these two are friends. I'm a friend of the big rock as well as Louie. Okay, Louie, the rock has things he wants to get done today, so we're going to have to go on home. You've had enough fun today. Say goodbye to Mr. Rock. All right, thank you, Louie. Thank you, Mr. Rock, for visiting with us today. Thank you for letting Louie sit on you. You know, I think that the ancients truly connected to the spirit of the land, the spirit of the trees, the spirit of the rocks. If we can capture a little bit of that, I think our lives become better. I really do. Well, here we are up at the footbridge again. Looks like the rain has stopped. The water's certainly elevated, but it's calm, a little muddy. Yes, a bit of a muddy river today, but that's to be expected with all the turbulence. But I tell you, as I've always said, I have the best scrying mirror of anybody on YouTube. This is my giant scrying mirror. Well, guys, listen, I've got to head on home. I got work to do, but thank you for being here. You guys rock. I love all of you. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. By the way, if you didn't see yesterday's video, please go check that out. That's in the queue right before this video. We had Wiccan Wednesday, and we talked about how to worship Lord Ganesh, so definitely check that out. Well, guys, thank you so very much. Listen, if you want to connect with me for a private reading or a compact voice reading, give me a call, 703-825-3929. Visit my website, PsychicBob.com, and make sure to hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. You guys rock. Listen, make sure to check out yesterday's video on how to worship Lord Ganesh if you haven't seen it. And be back here tomorrow on Friday for Free for All Friday. We'll have some fun, and we'll see you then. Till tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.